Hi, welcome to another top tip video, motorcycle tours to Spain. You can find us at ridespain.co.uk, and before we get started, move that mouse, move your thumb a little bit and give us a subscribe. Thanks very much. Today we're going to be looking at packing your bike and how you can comfortably get all your packing gear just using the 3-box or 3-bag luggage system and a tank bag. The principle's the same whether you've got hard luggage or the soft luggage, exactly the same thing. Generally, motorcycles take too much stuff, me included. I'm guilty. Look at this picture. That was taken in the early 90s. One of my first trips down to the Pyrenees. Look at the luggage on that. That's absolutely ridiculous. And I was solo. I did improve. Here's a bike I took down there in 2013. Now that's better. I was actually 2-up camping on that trip, but I've improved it since. Generally, the 3 largest items you're going to have if you're camping with a bike are going to be your tent, your sleeping bag, and your bed. And I had a look at what backpackers took when they walk the mountains, Ben Nevis, Snowdon. How can they get all their camping gear in a small rucksack, yet motorcyclists tend to end up like this? Well, if you can, you've got to reduce the size of one of the 3 big things. Your bed is an easy one to get smaller. Your sleeping bag, depending on the time of year. Let me show you what I've got here. In this pannier, I've got my tent and a sleeping bag. And what I've intentionally packed is my 3-season sleeping bag, because it's a larger one. I do have a summer sleeping bag, which is a lot smaller, but that is a 3-season sleeping bag. And there's a little tip to get in this in your pannier. A lot of these sleeping bag comes with these compression sacks, and it is tempting to crank these up, and it does make the bag smaller. Yeah, it does, but the problem is it makes the girth bigger, and if you have a wide bag you can't fit it in. So I don't tend to do this up. I leave it quite loose, and then it can shape inside my panniers better. So there's my sleeping bag. I have done a camping kit video. I'll put a link down below. Sleeping bag. Between the sleeping bag and a tent, I sometimes just have a waterproof. It's just a bin bag. It's just in case there's any dew or moisture on my tent. When I put it away, I don't want my sleeping bag getting contaminated. And there's my tent. I like a 3-man tent. Now, I've managed to reduce the size of my bed and my bag, but I'm not going to reduce the size of my tent. I enjoy a 3-man tent. I enjoy the room it gives. And also, some of the tours we do are base tours. So we'll head off into the Picos, we'll set up camp, and we'll be there 4 nights. So if I've got my 3-man tent set up, I can put all my luggage in it, and I can ride the Picos de Europa without any luggage on at all, maybe just one little bag for a set of waterproofs. Come back, pack it away, move to another base camp for 3 nights, and do the same thing. So I do like a 3-man tent, and it does fit comfortably in the bottom of that pannier. Round this side, I've got some more camping gear. The top of this box isn't full, there's still room in here. I've got my waterproofs. Typically I'm going to need those on the way down to Plymouth, not when I get over to Spain. My bed. There's no need for a massive bed. That's it, packs down really small, super comfortable. I've talked about that in the other video. Travel towel, excellent. My 2-pillow system that I run, I have a small blow-up pillow and then a nice fluffy pillow to go on top of that. The only other thing in here is a cooker and a cup, and my kettle is on top of my top box. So if I get up early in the morning and I wait before the cafe opens at the campsite, then I can have myself a brew. Top box, I've got my clothes. Now, I don't pack all my clothes into the bag. This bag is what I call my ferry bag. So when I arrive on board, I can just whip that out. It's got my toiletries in it, it's got a change of clothes, nice shirt perhaps, and the rest of the top box has got my other clothes. Now, I only take enough clothes for 4 days. Even if I'm going away for 3 weeks, I'm on the Devil's Breath tour, which goes all the way around Spain. Through Portugal, we come back over the Pyrenees. I only take enough clothes for 4 days. I'm wearing one, which means there's 3 socks, 3 underpants, 3 t-shirts, a pair of jeans in there. Doesn't take up much room at all. 4 sets of clothes is plenty, because every couple of 3 days I can do some washing, rinse my smalls out, and it's always warm enough in Spain, Portugal or the Pyrenees to dry overnight. The only other thing I carry with me is my tank bag. I don't need a big tank bag, because my tank bag is what all my essentials going in, my personal stuff, passport, ferry tickets, insurance documents, breakdown documents, phone goes in there and it's on charge when I'm riding. Lovely little tank bag. You don't need a massive one. And the beauty of a small one is I've got some shoulder straps in there that I can put on, and if I'm out on a walk like here at the cliff walk, just goes over my shoulder. It's not cumbersome, and it's really handy to carry with you. That's it. Everything you need to camp in the 3 boxes. Sleeping bag, tent in this one, clothes, toiletries in this one, bed, pillows, cooker, waterproof gear in that one. What else do you need? There's no need for it to be piled up really high. But I do appreciate that you may want to take a pillion, and I've got a solution for that, which I'll do in part 2. Thanks for watching, guys.